Welcome, and today I am bringing you a brand new review with the Homeschool Review Crew. My family and I have been having a great time reviewing the eScience Homeschool Science Curriculum from Supercharged Science. And right here you can see the welcoming screen that you will get when you sign up for your online subscription. Which is a monthly subscription. You can also try out eScience for just $1, and it's a money-back guarantee. We have received a full year subscription to Supercharged Science's eScience Homeschool Science Curriculum as part of the review, and this is my honest review. Later on in the video, you will also see some videos of all three of my children who have used it, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the program. So right here you can see this is the home page, and if you wanted to get started with it, you would click on Get Started. So I'm going to do that real quick. I don't think I have it loaded. No, I don't. And this is Aurora Lipper. So let me just tell you a little bit about the creator of Supercharged Science. She is a NASA rocket scientist, which is super cool, but decided that she wanted to teach all kids K through 12 about science. And the great thing about this science program is that it is online. You can print documents out to go with each of the things, but she has over 1,000 videos covering a multitude of topics. She also wants to do it in a hands-on way so that children get excited about science, and isn't that what we all want, is them to be excited about school. It's one program for all ages. There's K through 8, and then the high school stuff. The high school, she teaches you in a different section, I'll show you in a minute, of how to do it for high school so that they get the best out of it. There's also on this other side some extra activities you can look at once you're getting started. But see right here, there's topics and grade levels. Those are the two different ways you can access the science program. So this is topics. When you click on topics, you're going to see this. If you're new to eScience, you would want to click on this just to get an overview of the whole program. And then you can do it if you have a bunch of different children, different ages and stuff like that. What you could do is pick a topic, say mechanics or energy or light or magnetism, or life science, or thermodynamics or astrophysics, and pick one subject and run with it. There's also the scientific method, which I highly suggest looking at these 3 intro videos. Being new to the program, an overview of what is included in it, and then the scientific method itself, especially if your child has not done a bunch of formal science. And since this is an online program, it will you can have free access to all the stuff. You can do it as long as you want, as little as you want. Some of the topics take a few weeks, some shorter, some several months, depending on how extensive you get into doing the experiments. You can also learn or do it through grade levels. So here you see pre-K all the way through these advanced topics down here, and they're separated into the different things you would learn per each grade. So, oh, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. So my 4th grader, he wanted to learn about magnetism, so we chose that. But as you can see on the right-hand side, there's also earth science, energy, electricity, and life science. But he wanted to do magnetism, so we stuck with that. There is a list of the scientific concepts that will be learned, and then by the end of the unit, what the student should be able to do. One thing I wanted to say, for each of the things, you can download a material shopping list. So I'm going to open it up so you can see what it looks like. And it's literally an entire page. 7th grade had 2 pages of all the stuff that you will need to do all the experiments. A lot of it I found at the dollar store, or in our house. Some of his are a little weirder things that you wouldn't necessarily have around your house, like ball bearings, or what was the other thing? The neodymium magnets, which we did end up getting, but I can't find ball bearings, so we haven't done the one project he really was looking forward to, but we will. Anyway, so underneath there's also, after you have completed your experiments, all the experiments below, there's an evaluation packet. And it's kind of to make sure that they have gone through everything and know what they have done. So here are all the videos that are included just on magnetism, and they talk about how generators work, relays, hearing magnetism, the rail accelerator, which is the thing with the ball bearings that he needs, how to build some speakers, and even things like ferrofluid and magnet boats. Each of the grade levels are set up the same. So here's 7th grade. My 7th grader wanted to do physics of light. Same list of stuff, and then a whole bunch of experiments, including UV, microwaving soap, lasers, light tricks you can do, and you'll see in her little snippet on the review all the fun she had with lasers. And then for the high school one, for the advanced projects, there's a little introduction here. A lot of them are appropriate for advanced 5th graders through 8th graders. It just depends on how into science they are, but this covers physics, chemistry, astrophysics, electronics, alternate energy, and biology overview. So my eldest daughter decided to start with chemistry, and we are going to be using both chemistry and physics throughout the next year for our school year. So she's been working on this on her own. The great thing about this is it actually also shows you how to get organized your scientific journal, and you'll see a picture of that in a few. As well as the shopping list for the entire course. She also recommends a good textbook if you have one in your own homeschool already, then that's fine. And then watching videos below in order. And then there is the layout for the course. So once they complete all of the sections, they will get their chemistry credit because it's for high school. So that is awesome, especially for those of us who aren't necessarily into science, like me, who I am more English and history. But this helps me get science in at the higher levels and not have to worry about if she's getting all her high school credit. So the way the topics are set up, it goes straight into whatever topic you clicked on, which I clicked on Unit 3 about matter. There is a little video which is a few minutes long. This one's about 7 minutes long. And you can also join into the teleclasses. There are also, she links to how to take notes in your journal, and then how you get started with lesson 1. So if we click on the lesson, so this is just an overview about solids and matters. But once you get into the lessons, you can see here on the right hand side that it has your order of how you're going to go through it. So lesson 1 is going to be atoms and density, and then lesson 2 will be about solids, and then there's reading, and then the experiments and videos, and then the exercises. And the great thing about the exercises are they can be printed out, like I said earlier, and the answer keys are there for those of us who aren't in the know about all the science stuff. You can click here to download all the exercises for all of K through 8. And then there's also, if you need, some of them have, if you want it for more advanced students, there's that as well. So here I have clicked on vibrations lesson for sound, and each of the experiments, she gives you this material list, and like I said, a lot of the stuff is very hands-on, things you might have already on in your house. Then she does a little bit of explanation, then here are some questions you can ask about it, and she does that for each of the videos. So what you'll need, then there's the video that you watch, and then some advanced students, you can download this extra thing, then there's some questions. But if we get all the way down here to the end of it, there are even some bonus experiments that you can do for sound with string tests and some other stuff The other great thing is that there are comments under each of them, and Aurora is great at replying to them. So if you ask a question about stuff, she replies herself, which is pretty cool. And she is available by email. So I hope you have had fun watching this little overview. And now I'm going to let you see some of the videos of my children doing the experiments that they have done with Supercharged Science, the eScience Homeschool Science Curriculum.
I'm part of the homeschool group of Supercharged Science, 4th grade magnetism.
That's what you've been working on?
Yes.
Okay, and what are we going to do?
Nope.
What are we going to be doing?
With cereal.
Okay, and what are we going to do with the cereal?
So first we have to pour milk.
Okay. How does this have to do with magnetism?
Well, some cereal has iron in it.
Okay, and how you're going to show us if it has iron in it?
Iron.
Iron, yep. Okay.
10%. And she said to pour about 20 to 30
Pieces?
pieces.
Okay.
So, as you can see, you can have little clusters.
Mm-hmm. And how do we see that they're magnetized?
Push one out of the other cluster and push it to the other one. It's supposed to speed up when it gets close.
Oh.
Like it connects. Like that one's moving, because this one came close.
Cool.
And
Cool.
my next experiment that I did was trying to figure out why the magnet in a compass points north, because that is, it should repel, and it's pointing towards the South Pole. And what I have is a battery and a magnet.
Okay.
I am connecting the batteries. Fun fact, magnets can hook onto batteries. So let it rest, and then go up and to the north, and it spins the opposite way.
Okay, can you do that slower so we can see it?
Okay, look. I go over the magnet into right here and scoot it forward and lift it up. Because if it's right here on the ground, it doesn't really affect anything. Pull it up, it does. And that's really cool. They don't work as well as single because it just follows the magnet.
Oh, it doesn't make it like spin around the whole other
this
side.
one does.
I can't see.
Okay, you see the north?
Yes.
I'm gonna check it out. So that's the
Yep.
south
No, that's the North Pole.
pole, but the south.
The south part of the magnet and the compass.
Doesn't turn as fast as putting them both together
Ah,
and doing
got it.
that.
Be the holder for your saran wrap or your foil. You just basically need a tube that you can cut in half. So here's what we do first. Take a pair of scissors and cut your pipe.
What do you take there? You gotta do it once more. The magnet went from one force to the next. And then the force and speed from the first ball carried through to all the others and shot the last magnet off. Ball.
Is that cool?
And that was cool. I'm doing a science review with Supercharged Science, and I'm doing the 7th grade Physics of Light, and I'm doing one of the experiments with a CD, old CD. Well, this isn't old, it's just new. It's just a CD. It's purple. And a light. We had to go into a dark room, and this is what, there's a bunch of things. We can only see that little teeny tiny strip. That's all we get to see.
That's insane.
So we're going to a dark room. So what we're trying to do is we're going to try to make light with the flashlight off of the CD, and we're trying to make it a rainbow. So let's see if it works. Whoa, look up. What? Can you see it? I don't know what I'm doing. There.
Oh,
That's cool. Yeah. And look at the CD. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's rainbows on it. There's very small rainbows, but they're there.
3.
So what we got to see was the visible spectrum off of the CD. And while we were waiting to do the video, we were using the glass of water and a flashlight. So what I did is I turned it on. And so the further up I go, the less light you can see. And the further down I went, the more light you could see. And there's rainbows right there.
Where's the rainbow? I didn't see it very well. I'm sorry.
Right there.
Oh, yeah. On the edges, yeah.
And then if you do this,
This
you
is
get
our
like
friend
a,
of ours.
like a crystal. So it looks kind of cool.
Super cool.
And then if you do it,
So on the computer for 7th grade, you can print out a list of all the things you need all at once if you want to. And so what did we do? We went to...
So we went to the dollar store and we got most of the stuff, not the alligator wires, and
Which we'll see you put them together.
Which we'll see me put together, and maybe this
Yep, the hobby motor.
hobby motor, and maybe we probably didn't get that at the dollar store.
No, some of the other stuff we had in the house, but a lot of the stuff we picked up at the dollar store, including the chocolate bar and the gummies,
these are
for
really-
other experiments that we are going to do within this lesson we've been working on. And also
And then I
she
got
was told
science
how to do a science journal, and she'll be able to use that to fill in some stuff for the reports.
Now we're doing one with a laser and a CD, and laser actually stands for light amplification by stimulating
Emission
of radiation. It's pretty cool. Now hold the CD.
Okay.
And
Slight angle, and then there's 1, 2. Your hand's in the way, but there's 4.
oops, here.
Try again.
There. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and so the light is what?
No, wait. Turn it a little bit towards me, or towards the other way. Yeah, towards me. Wait,
What's happening?
So the
whoa, you can see on the top of the CD. There's one on the computer.
light's splitting. So the laser split into 1, 2, 3, 4.
Turn it the other way.
And a bunch more on the CD.
For the third experiment, she told us to get some colored things. So we have a red stocking, we have a green water gun, we have a purple CD, and we have something clear, and we have a piece of paper. So we're going to shine our flashlight on them and see what color it gives us. So
Get a
for
red.
the red, we get red.
The white.
We get a white. For the green, we sort of
And
get
then there's
green.
orange.
Yeah, orange. For the green, we get a green. For the purple, we get purplish.
It's clear.
and the
We
clear-
get more of a shiny reflected white.
Yeah, like.
It's not much of a color.
And she also told us to get a red gummy and
We
a
have
green
red,
gummy.
green, yellow, and
Yeah.
blue.
So first we're going to shine the flashlight through them. So it makes
This ruby red.
ooh. I just like
See, we have a ruby red, crystal blue.
Can you do the
blue,
red
and then
slower?
yellow. It's really crystallized. It looks like a crystal.
Okay.
Agreed?
And the green.
The yellow and the blue.
Okay, what happens when you use the laser
And
instead
then-
of the flashlight?
It's like crystallizing in the inside instead of the outside.
Okay.
The green doesn't do much. The
Doesn't
yellow
do it?
does some because it's related
The
to...
blue doesn't do anything.
See, these are two both, they're both not...
I hope you enjoy Supercharged Science just as much as we do. Thanks for watching. I'm Ariana, and today I'm going to be showing you a couple of experiments from Supercharged Science, the Advanced Chemistry section on Chemistry Fundamentals by Aurora. So, the first experiment I'm going to be doing is called Dinosaur Toothpaste. So what we're going to need is hydrogen peroxide, a packet of yeast, some dish soap, and some food coloring for show. Firstly, you're going to take about a cup of hydrogen. Most water bottles are 2 cups. So let's just get that in there.
And then on the computer, they gave you the ingredients right there, which is part of the teleclass, right?
Yes, that is part of the teleclass. We got this review through Homeschool Review Crew, so go check them out. Next, let's put in some dish soap so that we can see what happens. We gotta microwave this, and we'll be right back. So now I'm gonna put some food dye in it, and why we warmed this up, while I'm talking about that, why we warmed this up was because for the hydrogen to react properly, we needed it to be at body temperature, not room temperature. That is why they sell hydrogen peroxide in dark bottles, because it reacts with the sun, and it will do this eventually. It becomes water and air. So this is an accelerator, and it's yeast. So we're gonna pour this in quickly, because we don't want the hydrogen to get too cold, and you want the whole packet.
It's cute. This should be cool.
There you go. That's about it. Now we have to stir it up.
And poof.
And you've got dinosaur toothpaste.
And it looks so toothpaste.
It looks so
Oh, why is the yeast pouring out?
because the yeast doesn't actually get used. It just makes it react faster.
Oh.
You could use it like exploded.
You still have the 2 teaspoons of yeast that you put in,
Why is that?
because it doesn't get used.
It's gonna be hot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Why
Oh,
hot?
it's out of focus. Oh, there it is.
It's hot because for it to react, it needed to warm up. That's why, again, they sell hydrogen peroxide in dark bottles.
That's interesting.
Another thing I learned in this teleclass was that there are actually 18 states of matter, but we only learned about 5. There's 18 if you live, breathe, and eat chemistry, but there's only 5 if you're during this class, and they are plasma, solid, liquid, and gas, and then there's BEC, Boas, Einstein,
Just say I forgot.
I forgot.
Okay.
So the next thing I'm going to do is make slime, which is to teach us about polymers. Polymers are long chains of molecules, and glue is a polymer. So
And what do you have here?
I have some clear glue, borax, water, warm water, and a highlighter that we have taken the felt out of, and scissors so that I can cut the felt later.
Back on.
And so since we've gotten the felt out, we kind of destroyed the pen.
Yep.
So we gotta get this felt. We don't need these. And now we need our scissors to cut the felt
And why are we cutting the felt?
so that we can get to the polymers inside that are holding it together.
Okay.
So now we gotta pour water over it. So I've got my teaspoon of borax and I have to put it in here so it can dissolve. See how the water got cloudy? That's because of the white borax in the clear water. That's it. Now I'm going to make the slime part of it. So for this you got to pour some water in here, not too much because you don't want it to. And then you put some glue in.
How much glue?
Yeah.
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle, okay.
Yeah, the whole bottle, so about 5 fluid ounces.
Go.
So now we're mixing the water and glue together, and as you can tell, the glue is getting kind of cloudy. And let's wipe our popsicle stick off.
Yes, son.
Was that borax water?
No, it's just plain water.
Oh.
The borax is in with the yellow.
I don't know if this is, so I just poured this into a bigger container so that I don't overflow. And now I've got to pour in this to make some slime. And there you have it, some slime.
It will look better once you mix it longer. So.
Yeah. So we are going to see if it glows without a UV black light because she suggested a UV black light for the best glowing stuff, but we're going to go check that out. So hold on. We're in the dark and it seems like it's not working, but that's probably because it's a highlighter, so we need for it to actually see.
Can you repeat what you needed?
A UV black light. So for this we're going to need a candle. My lovely assistant here is going to help me by holding the candle. So please light it.
There you go.
There we go. So now I'm going to make a fire inside of an orange. I need to put my... Oh, that didn't work as well. I didn't think it was going to.
You doing it in the direction?
It did not work for me. So
Well, that's because she cut a bigger slice out with juice in it. So maybe it's bigger.
Whoops.
Okay, so this one is a fail, but science
Okay.
experiments that fail are still...
Science experiments.
Okay, can you wrap it up and say...
Um,
No, let's not do that. Stop.
Oh, I'm not orange.
Blow it out. Hold it until it melts. No, come closer to me. I don't want to see your pants. And say,
So
hope you
I have had
check
fun.
out-
I hope you had fun too. And
Check
please
out
check out
Supercharged
Supercharged
Science
Science and the Homeschool Review Crew.
in the links below.
In the links below. I've had fun and I hope you have too. If you've enjoyed, please check out the Homeschool Review Crew and Supercharged Science. The links will be down below.
Again, I hope you have had fun watching this video. I know it's a little long, but I want to make sure that you were engaged with the science experiments as my 3 children were. And I know that they will be for the next little while. We'll be definitely using this throughout our school year. As always, I would like you to check in the comments below, in the description below, I'm sorry, for the Homeschool Review Crew links, and also links to Supercharged Science, and the link to the eScience Homeschool Science Curriculum by Aurora Lipper. You are going to want to check this out. I hope you've had a good time. See you next time.